All right, so this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is Why Costco and Millennials Are Suddenly All About Gold. Let's go check it out. Let's see where this takes us, guys.
Millennials get a bad rap for killing a whole bunch of industries. Cable television, landline phones, department stores.
Good.
But there's actually one super old industry that's seeing a big bounce from the millennial generation.
Let's go.
In fact, it's so old that it goes all the way back to ancient Egypt. We're talking about gold. Millennials actually hold the largest allocation to gold in their portfolios when compared to other generations.
I can imagine that.
Investors in that demographic hold an average of 17% of their portfolios in gold. That compares to about 10% for baby boomers, according to State Street data from 2023.
I think I'm currently at about 35%.
And so far in 2024, gold has been...
But all precious, but like precious minerals in general, though. Not just gold. I carry also silver. Guys, get into silver. I hear you about the gold, but silver is low right now. Silver is really low, unnaturally low.
a pretty solid bet.
All generations, younger generations included, very wisely see gold and Bitcoin and other assets as all kind of the same thing. They're all ways to make money trading, all ways to make money investing, and they'll go where the action is. And right now the action is in gold.
So what's behind the sudden interest in gold, and why is Costco, of all places, having trouble keeping these small gold bars on store shelves?
The BRICS currencies. Guys, really quickly, so the US dollar has basically been the backbone to, for the most part, every currency around the world, right? So let's just be honest with that. And when Russia kind of decided to go into the Ukraine, what happened was the American government was like, nah, bro, you can't do that. You can't do that. So what happened is they started sanctioning Russia. Russia, in return, was like, what? Then it instantly called their best friends China. And China was like, bro, that could happen to us too. And then Brazil was like, wait a second. India was like, hold on, guys. Things are getting a little crazy, right? And then South Africa. But keep in mind, so what's happening right now is that these nations, these 5 BRICS nations specifically, as in Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, they're like, listen, we need to create our own currency, right? And not like this fiat nonsense that happens over here, but like a currency based in actual precious metals. So if you ever notice, if you guys are paying attention at least, gold is increasing its value tremendously because these countries are in fact buying up a lot of it. So what do millennials do? We're like, listen, I want to get in on this too. So now we're all buying up gold, right? Just like these BRICS nations. So they want to basically say their currency equals this amount of gold or silver or platinum, right? And yeah, the reason why the price is going up, all of these nations are buying gigantic amounts of it. Supply and demand.
First, why invest in gold at all? Well, most financial advisors say gold does have a place in investment portfolios, but a pretty small one. Gold is often seen as a hedge against inflation and against economic downturns.
Gold really does well when the economic times are quite hard. Yep. So it's not something I saw to, it's going to make me so much money. It's just something I saw that's going to keep value of my money while things are going on.
But is gold a good investment compared to the benchmark S&P 500 index? This is a chart showing spot gold prices from the past year compared to the benchmark S&P. And as you can see, in the past few weeks, gold prices have pulled away from the stock market in terms of returns. Over the long term, though, the stock market has handily beat gold as an investment. Zoom out even further, and gold has vastly underperformed the wider stock market. The economy, too, has been doing pretty well in recent years. Despite persistent inflation, wage growth is up, and the job market remains strong. Interest in gold as an investment class has risen in recent years since its peak going back to the 2008 financial crisis. This is a Gallup poll showing Americans' perceptions of the best long-term investments. As of May 2024, stocks and mutual funds beat out gold.
Guys, really quickly, let me go ahead and make this bigger. This chart honestly makes a lot of sense. Bonds, most likely treasury bonds, yeah, don't even mess with them. I mean, you can if that's your thing, right? But savings account or CDs is going to be like what, maybe at most 5% APY, maybe. That's not enough. Absolutely, real estate makes all the sense in the world. And this is the reason why, of course, rent is so high, guys, right? Because everything else is starting to literally, waver in comparison to real estate. All of the Wall Street investors are jumping head first into real estate lately, guys. But I definitely still like gold, and I like the S&P 500. Right? Just the reality of things. So for example, hold gold as basically a savings account. Absolutely to hedge against inflation. That's the thing, guys. Right? And it'll always do better than actually keeping your money in these insolvent banks, bro. These banks are all insolvent. They all are. But gold, in fact, is going to at least maintain its overall value for the most part.
But only by a few points. In 2023, gold's perception as a good investment was higher than all other asset classes, with the exception of real estate. By spring 2024, though, investors favored stocks and mutual funds more so than gold.
I think you are seeing buying really across all demographic spectrums. A lot of older people also like buying gold because they worry about inflation. The younger generation has a different take. They see an asset that's working and they want to get involved. Right. And they know that when a stock or any asset makes a new high, it's a signal that something has changed, something is new. So they're spotting the trend from a price standpoint, and the underlying fundamentals support that point of view a lot.
People have gotten so interested in gold that wholesale giant Costco began selling these 24-karat gold bars in its stores. The bars are small, weighing 1 ounce each, but still, Costco is having trouble keeping them on store shelves. Wells Fargo estimates that Costco is making between $100 and $200 million per month selling these gold bars. Costco reports its next quarterly earnings results on May 30th, and so at that point, we'll get a peek on how much money they're actually making on gold. Whether gold prices continue to rise, both in the commodities market and on Costco checkout aisles, has a lot to do with the U.S. Federal Reserve. Gold prices got a big boost when the latest inflation data came out and gave investors hope that the Fed would cut rates soon. And that's because gold prices usually go up when rates go lower.
All right, so really quickly, guys. This guy right here, Jerome Powell, all right, he is the cause of everything terrible in the United States, if I'm joking, all right? But I definitely would like for him to seriously at least lower the interest rate, specifically on on money, just in general. He needs to lower the interest rates so more people can get involved in things and then bring up the value of all of our assets. The evil face. Please do that.
Cut rates soon. And that's because gold prices usually go up when rates go lower.
It's made me think it's a great buy, but then I also know that's not how life works in terms of finance. Just because something is soaring now doesn't mean it will always soar.
Right. Just normal. Things happen like this, guys. Yeah, it's high right now. Will it always be that high? No. I think real estate is going to be high for basically almost the rest of our millennial lives. I think, at least. I would like for it to go down so more people can get involved in most likely the biggest asset they'll ever purchase in their life, specifically on a single family home. I definitely would like to get more people involved in the actual asset class, start building wealth, right? Irrevocable trusts and things such as that, life insurance and generational wealth, just to build a whole package of absolute, just so you can make sure the next generation isn't suffering the same as you may have in life, guys. Just have your trust basically purchase, dividend paying stocks regularly, and live off of the actual interest from these dividend stocks, right? And just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over again. Over and over again, guys, right? And obviously making the trust the beneficiary to the life insurance policies, and make sure you write down somewhere that the money from the life insurance goes directly into more stocks to keep building and building. Guys, I want everyone to win, bro, right? Absolutely. And I do think that a lot of this stuff should definitely be taught in school. I think that would change the lives of the overall kind of masses. But you can only dream, right? But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.